Welcome to Local Music Spotlight. Tonight's Spotlight, the band HEADSCOpE. And HEADSCOpE came about in the summer of 1999, and they came with an eclectic mix of styles that merged funk and rock with an ethereal blend that becomes quite captivating at times. Their latest release, Alpha Jerk, is a collection of very interesting tunes by a band that really has an undeniable presence. They're one of those bands that may stay under the radar for a while to the masses, but the hardcore fans are plenty and very pleased to have this gem of a group as their own. But it's not going to be too long before the masses start catching the scent of what is a truly original band that just may become one of your next favorites. Tonight, we are in the KINK Live Performance Lounge for another one of our Friday night live shots. And the band this evening is the band HEADSCOpE from their latest CD, Alpha Jerk. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening.
Why don't you start by introducing the rest of the band members here?
Okay. We have Kevin Ellis on keys and Brent Williams on djembe, Alan Brown on the kit, and Niall Davids on the bass.
How long has HEADSCOpE had this lineup?
Brent is our newest addition, actually, and he's been in the band. He's been our sound engineer for about a year and a half, and we added him to the band about a month or two ago.
I'm finding that's the best way to break into the music business. You know, be the sound engineer, and then sooner or later you're going to get a gig. Nice. But for the other four then have been...
Yeah, the four of us have been together for 2 years.
Founding members?
Founding members.
Where did HEADSCOpE come from, the name HEADSCOpE?
I thought of it. You know, at the time, we had gone through a bunch of different names, and I had always found out that somebody else had that name. And so HEADSCOpE was a result of putting different names that we had tried together and looking it up and saying, you know what?
That was it.
Yeah, and also because, too, HEADSCOpE, to me, kind of, it represents, you know, thought process.
Now, you've been writing songs for long before you were in the band HEADSCOpE. You've been doing stuff long before then, yeah?
Yeah, we all have.
Okay, and what was the culmination of you guys getting together? Were there breakups of other bands? Did you see other bands that you wanted to steal members from to form your own band, or how did it come about?
Niall and Alan and I used to be in a band called Fat Man, and Kevin was in a band called Village Idiot, and Niall and Kevin knew each other, and kind of when both bands fell apart, you know, and broke up, we wanted to steal Kevin to be in our band, and he, you know, agreed. Thankfully.
Fat Man and Village Idiot. Mm-hmm. So good thing you didn't go Fat Idiot for the name of the band. You know? I'm thinking HEADSCOpe's a pretty good name right now.
Right, exactly.
Tell me a little bit about the new CD, Alpha Jerk. It's not your first CD because you did an EP before this, but it's your first full.
It's our first full length. We wrote it, we produced it, we mixed it, we engineered it, we recorded it, and then we had Kevin Edlingham master it. But it's really a culmination of all of our, you know, focus and ingenuity into this one project, and it's yeah, go ahead.
Anything about the new song, or the song that we're going to hear tonight? Is there a story behind it, or is it just something that felt good at the time?
Well, I think musically it's something that really, I think it was kind of a riff that we tried at different times in different, you know, with different lyrics or whatever.
Kept coming back to.
Right, because it's just a catchy, you know, progression, and lyrically I wrote the lyrics a couple years ago about these neighbors that I had who would literally party into the wee hours of the morning with their children, they're like 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds with them, and it was pretty heinous. So
the song is Real Life Movies. It's off the CD Alpha Jerk, and in the KINK Live Performance Lounge tonight, it's HEADSCOpE in the Local Music Spotlight on KINK FM 102.
Those ribbons
KINK FM 102, it's the local music spotlight, live from the KINK Live Performance Lounge. The band is HEADSCOpE. The song you just heard, Real Life Movies. Chris, are the neighbors that live next door to you, do they still live next door to you?
No, I moved.
Okay. It wasn't because of the parties, was it?
No.
Hey, how would you describe your music? Because this is just one particular style of the way you really sound. What would you say if somebody said, okay, give me a quick one sentence of the style of music you play?
I think honestly, for all of us, I can speak, and that's the $1,000,000 question. We have such a varied amount.
No, it's the oldest question. It'd be like a groove electric rock or.
We have so many different influences, and we don't want to keep any of them out. And the challenge is more to find a way all the influences can be harmonious with each other. And
Right.
I think within this unit, that's the biggest challenge that we've had, and we've been really happy with the results that we've gotten. But yeah, anything from we've been called electronica, we've been called groove, we've been called dance, we've been called rock.
Well, and there's some stylistic jazz influence, obviously, in what you're doing
R&B.
as well. To find out more about the band, go to headscope.com. It's a very cool website, by the way. And your next performance will be
April 27th at the Cobalt Lounge, Saturday.
Cobalt Lounge, Saturday night, April 27th.
27th.
Very good. Thank you so much for showing up and being here.
Thank
Chris
you.
and the rest of the guys.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you here. Check out the CD. It's called Alpha Jerk. And I'm sure you can get that at all the stores here in town for the most part.
Yeah, and we're about to go online with that too, so.
Excellent.
For the
The
website.
band is HEADSCOpE. Once again, thanks a lot for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Kevin.
And we'll catch you back here Tuesday evening at 9:20. Have a great weekend in KINK's Local Music Spotlight. That sounded so good. That sounded so good. When you hit that first drum note, I was like, shit.